Oh, oh, fucking morons. Yes, what do you want? Oh, you can't talk. Fuck me. Oh no, the general's fucking here. Come in, general. Come on, general. And we're live, boys, so be careful what you say. Don't want to incriminate yourself.
Hi, Rob.
Hey, Poof. No, sorry. Gay's okay. Gay's in nature.
Why would you think I'm gay?
Just your effeminate face.
Well, that means I'm good looking, so I'll take that. Thank you.
No, it doesn't mean that at all. It just means that you look like a girl. It could be an ugly girl.
Yeah, you're not very good looking at all. I think Rob looks better than you personally.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Well, have you seen?
That's the old kiss ass move. That's the old kiss ass move.
Have you seen you down corner?
I look better than both of you. I look better than Rob and yourself.
I'm married. You're not. I win. You lose.
Well, actually, no. I tend to agree with him. He's got a sullen attitude. That's his problem. But I could fix that.
I don't think you can, but
Oh,
whatever.
yes, I could. Yes, I could.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Yes, I could. He knows I could. He knows I could, but he doesn't want to take it because he's, got his bad ways.
Who's
hey,
that?
Bulldog. What the
Bulldog.
fuck are you doing here? General, what are you doing here? What's the matter? Who's your daddy?
Hey, Rob, why don't you go to the hospital?
Oh, because I don't want to. I'm under care already.
Yeah, but your legs are all gone purple, Rob.
No, that's bullshit. How did you know that?
Rob.
How did you know that?
Ange told me.
Well, what are you doing talking to Ange?
Well, why not? You can't stop me. She's her own person. She's allowed to talk to me.
All right, hold on.
Sydney.
Sydney.
Hold on.
Toasty.
Oh, I know why you're so cocky.
Now, hey, Rob, why don't you go to the hospital? You haven't answered the question.
Hang on. I'll be back.
Well,
I don't know why.
You could have unmuted fucking Toasty and Sydney if you're coming back. Well, I don't know how long we're going to have to wait here.
Hey, Bullfrog, what do you think of Fatty Jello?
I don't think of anybody. Well, what do you think of him?
I think he's the one that's pulling all the strings and all these trolls.
Right, okay. I thought, you know who I thought it was? I thought it was that King of the Jews over there. But then again, it could be Toasty, but it's a bit like the butler, like who killed the person? And everyone blames the butler. And I'm thinking it could be this positively godless guy because he's coming in and out of rooms all the time. It's very suspicious.
Yeah, and he's being very flamboyant as well.
He's deflected. See, he says, hold on. See? That's called deflection, what he's doing now. He's getting some orders from his generals. He's always dressed up in suits. There he comes, look.
Wait, you're saying what now? Say again, sorry.
Go ahead.
You're very flamboyant.
One at a time, say again.
You're very flamboyant. And
yeah, why are you wearing a fucking zoot suit? Why are you wearing a zoot suit positively?
Because I have a job, which you don't.
And you wear zoot suits to your job. What the fuck are you, a ballroom dancer?
Yes, that's what I do for my job. At least I have one.
Bullfrog, I smell bullshit. You better get to the bottom of this guy.
I reckon I want to see...
about 15 minutes, so go ahead and do it.
We're waiting for Rob to get back. He's having an argument at the moment.
We don't care about Rob, so apparently down corner's got an issue again.
Oh my God. If I had room controls, I'd unmute these two fine gentlemen here. No, so can't do it. No powers. I have no power.
All right, and I gotta get to a gig soon, so hurry up.
What are you going to be playing? What sort of music?
Rules.
What'd you say, down?
Rob's house, Rob's rules. He's enlightened. You're not. So sit and listen to him.
No, I think that you're crazy.
What do you think that, mate?
Well, because it's pretty clear. So can you present Sydney and the other person?
No, get fucked. God's house, Jesus rules.
Hey, Rob, can you do me a favour and unmute Sydney and Toasty? They'd like to chime in.
No,
Come on, Robbie.
you're
You
a
know you
piece of
want to do
shit. John May, you're a piece of shit. I wouldn't spit on you if I saw him. So if you're on the gutter, if you're on the gutter, lying there
Yeah.
drunk, lying there
Right.
drunk out of your mind, like because you're an alcoholic, but we don't know because you won't admit to it.
Are we
And now, if I saw you, I wouldn't wee on you. I just
Well,
wouldn't.
you're a nice person. At least you won't wee on me. Thank you for not weeing on
Hey,
me.
Rob.
Well, hang
Rob,
on.
No,
Hang on.
Lying in the gutter and you just weeing on me.
Hang on.
I'm glad you don't want to wee on me.
Hang on. Hang on. Wait a second. I just thought of something.
Right.
I think we should leave him out. Okay. Oh.
Yeah. Go and run away.
Because I don't think
No.
it's a good idea to be weeing
I'm
on
sorry,
people if they're laying in gutters. It's not a nice thing to do. I'm glad that you don't want to wee
Who's
on
your
me.
daddy? Who's your daddy? Come on, say it.
Who's your mummy? Who's your mummy?
John,
Who's your
you're
mummy?
gonna have to say it someday. I mean, if I get bumped off or something happens to me,
Right.
I'll retire undefeated, and I've fucking beaten you every single step of the way. Not once have you won. Not once have
Right.
you been able to win.
What is this?
But that's why you need to go to the doctors, Rob, because you've got to get your legs checked out. You got to go.
No, hey, you weren't listening. You weren't paying attention. The ambos rang me. I got the phone call before my daughter, and so I'm on the phone to him. I'm saying, nah. I'm looking at my legs. I'm saying, nah. They're not like you and my daughter say.
Sydney?
No, your legs are that purple, Rob. I can see them from here. They're as purple as shit.
No, they're not. They're not. And he did some special tests. We did some special tests.
Sydney?
Now, dude, hey, godless. Last warning. When I say goodbye now, it's final.
You said that before, though.
Okay, well, just speak one more word and you're fucking gone forever.
Oh, that's not nice, Rob. That's nasty language.
Well, I gotta get to a gig, so I gotta go anyway.
That means forever. I told you, I warned you. So you're never going to get enlightenment.
I love you, Rob.
No, I don't like you. So that's 2 down. That's 2 down. Bang, bang.
These rooms of yours, Rob, are going to shit.
Yeah, well, that doesn't matter, John. Don't worry about
They're
it.
all going to shit.
Hey, John. You heard the saying that sex sells?
No, tell me about it.
Well, people on planet Earth don't know the true full sex story. I actually do.
Well, can you explain it to me?
No.
I want to be enlightened.
No. Well, no, you're, like I said, I wouldn't piss on you. You know, you're not.
Yeah, that's. I know.
You're,
I don't want you to piss on me.
I'd rather that you suffer your natural fate, which is suicide.
Oh, okay. So suicide's natural, is it?
Well, it is when you behave the way you do, to the extremes that you go to.
Okay. So, do you want me to commit suicide, Rob?
Yeah. Hey! Can I tell you something from Jesus?
No.
Come on, let me. Just one.
No. I've heard enough of the Jesus bullshit.
You've not been listening.
I have. I've listened to all your channels, Rob. I've heard all the
No,
Jesus.
you haven't. Did you read saying number 84?
All right, read it out to me. Take your time, but hurry up about it.
All right. Well, thank you for once in your life you're respecting that I'm the boss. That's what we like. Now this is true. This is true, John. The guy really wrote it. He really fucking did. And you know he was a Jewish hero.
Who
Fucking
was?
Pharisees. The Pharisees, the people you work for, they bumped him off. Now, Jesus said, when you see your likeness, you are happy. And you do that, don't you, mate? You look in the mirror and say, oh, I'm a fucking gorgeous boy. Oh, oh. But when you see your images that come into being before you, now what they are, they're thoughts in your fucking head, and that neither die, because you can't kill thoughts, you just can't get rid of them, nor become visible, how much will you have to bear? Now, because you got a fucking lot, you won't be able to cope. You won't be able to cope. I could save you, but you're on a very short fucking leash. And if you fuck with me too much more, I'll just piss you off and leave you to your fate. I suggest strongly that you go and look at Les Miserables and just have a look at the story of Javert. It's a good story, And you got a good son. You love your son, don't you? You love your son?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. You love him to bits, don't you?
Do you love your daughter, Rob?
Not at the minute, because
Why
you
not?
white-handed her.
How did I do that, Rob?
Oh, I don't know how you people do whatever you do. Probably through the Mercy Health people. Sarah down at Mercy Health.
Right. So,
Yeah.
so why don't you go down there or go and see the doctor? Tell me why you
Because
won't.
I'm the boss of me. I can do whatever I please to do. You see, Nazarites don't get told. They just don't. We fucking do whatever we choose to do. And if that's to die, well then that's what we do.
All right,
Right now, I'd rather die than get off your fucking case.
So you want to die, Rob?
Hey, no, fucking hell no, but you guys are forcing me to it.
How does... We're forcing you to go to the doctor.
No, John. I've been telling you this for fucking thousands and thousands of years now. You know I've got my own little posse. They know, so when I go, the legal situation doesn't stop because this is a story that's going to be told. Now, what happened, I just come on to fucking promote me book, that's all, innocent little me, and I walked into the wrong fucking camp. And the thing is though, because I'm a Nazarite, I don't walk away from a fight at all, ever. We are the immovables. That's us. So because I'm that way, you know, and it was also part of, you know, maturing my understanding of everything, which I've managed to do, John. I've managed to do. So I die with complete knowledge. Everything's binary state. Anyway, so...
Fuck. Yeah, you're a dickhead. Fuck.
Rock. He could have picked a better bloody lieutenant than that fucking snot.
Hey, Rob, Cuba is Scaff.
Yeah, I know. Lots of things I know. We got a team running around checking on you fuckers.
Hey, Rob, do you think it's possible that Scaff could become enlightened?
Yes, absolutely. Anyone could become enlightened. Absolutely anyone. Even this miserable fucking piece of shit, John May. And John May, your son would have a better life with a fucking enlightened father by centuries than he would by a fucking pissant servant general of the Pharisees.
Yeah, but he's got a good life, Rob.
Well, that's what you think, mate.
That's what I know.
No. That's what you think.
Well,
see, what's his life going to be like when his dad's not there? How do you think he's going to feel about that?
He's still going to be healthy, wealthy, and wise.
No, he's not going to be wise because he's got you as the teacher for wisdom. You're a fucking...
That's the main reason why he's going to be very wise.
No. The way it works, remember those two wolves? So you're either a good wolf or God, or you're a fucking bad wolf, ego. Now you're fucking ego on steroids. And so that's complete ignorance because you create your reality. You do the Descartes dance, right? And it just gives you a miserable outcome. So for you, right, if you don't go suicide, when you get to end of life, you get the worst fucking outcome ever. You're sitting there in this weak little frail shell. You can't get away from it. And you just got to reflect on your life and see all of these bad things that you did. All of the fucking people you kicked when they were down. All of that comes back. And then that's your last dying thoughts. And you can't do a fucking thing about it. Because you can't get out of the bed. You can't say sorry. Can't say forgive me. You just take that scrambled eggs into the grave, and then when you're dead, your body decomposes because that's what happens, and that's the fucking end of John May forever and eternity. All right, and your son will be there fucking holding your hand while you go through all that misery, and because you wouldn't let him be enlightened, you're going to subject him to the same misery, and you fucking make miserable for all other people. All those girls whose titties you looked at, you know, you disrespected them, you gave them false information, so now their lives are fucked. Yeah, have you not noticed Fiction Fighter?
Well, how come you want? Hey, Rob, how come you want to sell these girls tips for? What's going on there?
Yeah, but because I come with love and I want to recover them from your fucking damage.
Oh, okay. So you come there with love, so that's okay for you to look at their titties.
Yeah, can I explain with Jesus again?
No, you've just
Come on. Jesus says it best.
What's Jesus
I'll
got to
just
do?
say it. Fuck you. I'll just say it.
Asking girls to pull their tits out on camera, Rob. What's the deal there?
Yeah, I can explain.
Go on.
Well, I'm only going to give you a bit, all right? Just a little bit, a teaser. You like teasing people, don't you, John?
No.
Ah, John. See, pathological liar. Liar, pants on fire. And what you're doing is you're building up that kit bag, which is the ego. So that's what ego is. It's just a bunch of lies, really, basically. No lies, no ego.
I want to know why you want all these girls to pull their tits out on camera, Rob. I don't think that's very nice of you asking girls to do that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Let me explain.
No, it's not okay, Rob. We went through this last night. I says, if you were down the supermarket, why don't you ask people walking around the supermarket to pull their tits out? Why don't you do that?
Because it's in a public place.
Well, what's the internet, Rob?
Well, no, you can have private hangouts, so it's just you and the lady concerned.
Yeah, but when they say no, they don't want to do it, why do you insist that they do it?
Oh, because I know they really want to.
But if they wanted to, they'd be saying to you, Rob, I want to show you my tits.
No, they don't. No, John, you of all people, you know, because you got 4 scalps already, you of all people should know that that, you know, you've got to, you know, entice the lady to express or to, you know, to go with the sexual.
Are you trying to lull them into doing it? Are you trying to trick them into doing it?
No, shit no. I just need them to get to the true position, which is yes, that they do want to show their titties, because that's the natural state. And then I say, are you sure you want to do it? And we talk about all of the impacts of that. And then she has the final word.
Okay, then.
But I promise you, John, I promise you, it is something that women like to do.
Okay, can we do a little experiment then?
Yes.
Okay, can you get your daughter in the room now? Get Angie in the room, and I want to see if she wants to flash her titties.
No.
Why not? You know she wants to do it.
No,
No,
that's what
yes,
all.
she does,
That's
Rob.
what.
She really, really, really wants
That's
to
what
go
all the
her teeth
titillation
on.
is about. That's it. Anyway, John, this has been lovely talking, but I need to read Jesus, all right? So just shut up for a minute. Okay, just be quiet. That's a good girl. Right, now, Jesus said this, so this is why I know for 100% surety that this behaviour that I'm doing, because I do my thing, because I like looking at boobs, right? I just do. And most men, if they were honest, they do too. And women like showing them, and if they were honest, they do too. But it's got to be done from the love posture. Now you, John, you do it from the dick posture, you know. So you get excited, you get a little bit of an erection, and then you just want to satisfy that erection, and you don't care about the woman. You've lost sight of her. Right? Mine never loses sight of the woman, never ever. It respects her for who she is. Now, Jesus said, right, and he did say this, he really did, and it's the real dude. Jesus said, when you strip without being ashamed, right, so that's standing naked, completely naked before the world, and you take your clothes and put them under your feet, see? So next time you do your exercise, ask the lady to do that, like little children, and trample them, then you will see the Son of the living one, and you will not be afraid. So what he's saying is that, you know, if you have the courage of total openness, right, you will achieve enlightenment. It's one of the other avenues to getting to the enlightened state. So I've come bearing gifts of love, authentic love, sexual delight, you know, just minor, you know. Well, there is another thing, but I'll keep that a secret. A little bit of titillation, and the potential possibility of understanding oneself a lot better and more authentically. And these are the ways that we're supposed to have lived as human all this while, but because of these Persian fucking religions that you belong to, right, that you're a general for, because of that situation, yeah, you fucked everything up for humanity. So, you know, and that's another reason I'm not going to hospital. I'll do the blood test tomorrow as we planned with the doc. Do the blood test tomorrow. And then, when that's done, we'll find out what the story is with these legs and with the cancer. And when that's done, then we head off to the lawyers and come for your house. So your son might end up fucking impoverished, you know, a little wino on the street. Right? Why? Because his daddy's a bully with a fucking ego. We track it all the way back, it comes back to ego. So what I want you to think about, John May, I want to try and work out what was the start of this behaviour. That's the key to unravelling the mystery of John May. And it'll be there. All right. Now, I've just about had a fucking enough of your gutful. Who's that? Cuba. Oh, Mikey. Is that you, Mikey? Hello, Mikey. Yes, Bulldog. What else you fucking want to know?
Hey Rob, your fat cow friend Fiction is accusing you of being a pedo on the external chat.
Accusing me of
Hang
what,
on,
sorry?
hang on.
Accusing. Oh, I can smell an execution now. Fucking the general's failed in his job. See you, General. See you in the afterlife. Whoops. There isn't an afterlife. John May, you failed on your mission. You failed. Yeah, now what's Dan, what's Friction Fighter saying?
She's saying that you groom young, vulnerable boys online and that you're 60 years old.
Well, invite her to come in because that's a very, 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 very serious allegation, and these fucking pricks don't seem to get it. That all I did was talk to a young guy. He's intellectually smarter than probably most people on the planet, and I shared a finding of my study.
Fucking
That's
bigger
all.
than
So it's sort of Eh? Yeah, but it's a sharing. It's a sharing of intellectual knowledge, not got anything to do with sex at all. And he's coming up to, yeah, sharing and caring, exactly. And so that's different. That's different from what the general does. What the general does, in contrast, is he asks young boys to pull their whizzes, their penises, out on the internet and show them to a broader audience. That's what he does. Now, that's closer to pedophilia. I mean, mine's got absolutely zero. It's caring and sharing, it's love and, all the rest of it. Whereas Bulldogs, it's just about ejaculation. That's all. So clear difference. Clear difference. Who else we got here? Cuba. You're enjoying this, aren't you, Cube? Now, while we're waiting for Bulldog to fucking see if he's going to be dead or not, because I reckon he can't Jimmy Savile. Hey, Bulldog, you ever heard of Jimmy Savile? I reckon Mike's onto you. You're a dirty old man. Dirty old man.
He
Now,
was a
that's the
wizard.
kind
He was a wizard who played with little wizards.
All right, we'll have a talk to Tasty. Now, Tasty. They're all gone fucking.
Robbie.
Listen, mate, you're probably. Are you a general or a lieutenant or what are you?
I'm not rank. I have no rank, Rob.
Well, Bulldog said very candidly and openly, and we've got it on record. He says he's a general.
Right. Okay. Well, naughty old bulldog. I suppose name, rank, and number. He hasn't gone past that.
Well, he said he's a 5-star general. That's pretty high up, isn't it?
Well, I don't know. It depends what organisation you're in, Rob. Eh? I know if you've got 5 stars in. I know if you've got 5 stars in McDonald's, then you're doing well.
Yeah. So this sort of 5-star general, I mean, if we look at the empires of old, if the old generals, like they enjoyed the prestige of title and office and gave them all sorts of sexual outcomes and, richness and all of the rest of that stuff was theirs. Oh, you know what I'm thinking of now? I'm thinking that Bulldog must have a fucking decent house. Whoa, and it's all going to be mine. But but the problem with the old general is that they get quite quickly decapitated if they don't service the army or the empire. I reckon he's.
Can I ask you a question, Robbie?
I reckon he's in deep shit myself.
Do you think so?
Well, fucking, this is huge, mate, for the empire if that's true. I mean, if God comes back,
Rob, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
Can I think about it for a minute?
Yeah, of course you can, mate.
Okay, go away, go.
When you say the empire,
Yeah.
can you tell me what empire you're talking about, please?
I don't know, I haven't completely worked it out, but in my studies, right, I was following religions because I thought, if religions are fucking screwed over and it's by empire, then there has to be an after story. It couldn't just stop, right? Because, why? Because the religions stay in the same context all the way through that period. So I went looking, right? And what I found was, it seemed to me that there were 2 empires sticking with each other through history: the Persian Empire and the Roman Empire.
So which one do you reckon Bulldog
Persian.
Persian Empire. Oh, right.
Yeah.
And I suppose, what, have you tied that in because of the Persian fire eater?
Yeah, and Frank Green and but I actually think that there might be a bit of a collaboration between both empires, actually. You know, to cut the human herd down so they can then sort of have a crack at solving climate change.
So to have a
I
crack
heard
at like stopping people like you who've got the herd mentality from being able to have a voice.
yeah, every part of the gender. That's why these fuckers are on the internet. I've found out. So it's not a trolling. It's not an undeliberate thing. It's actually very, very deliberate. And why? Because it fucks with the fabric of human communication. If you had humans all communicating effectively on the internet, they'd eventually resolve enlightenment. They just would. So someone who had vested interests had to fuck with that. And I guess, unfortunately for me, or unfortunately for them, I walked in and met these pricks like Bulldog. Now, of course, I wouldn't have a clue about any of that stuff. It's just me speculating.
Yeah, some speculation.
Yeah, well, it's not bad. I mean, I can validate all the historical stuff because I followed the Persians all the way through to America.
Yeah, well, it's not so much the historical stuff; it's the idea that Bulldog, has some kind of military or organisational rank.
Hang on. I didn't say that. That was him. I don't know that that's true. Guys, it's pretty fucking wacky if you ask me.
It does seem most odd.
Fucking oath. And 5-star general. But there is an element to it because he is egotistical to the max.
Oh, hey, it's Gimmick. Have you met Gimmick before?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
He's a nice lad. How's it going, Gimmick? That might not actually be Gimmick, given that.
No, that's the gimmick. That's the gimmick I know.
I am the real Gimmick. The real deal is here.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was that odd thing that you written in the chat that just made me wonder.
Yeah, I'm listening to a song. Kevin Bloody Woods and Captain Thomas Stammers. It is hilarious.
Yeah, how you doing, gimmick?
Living to win. How about you?
Yeah, same.
Got me done. Through ups and downs here and there, Goes
What are
bloody
the
long.
ups? What are the
Last
ups and
call.
downs?
I can't get the shift of,
Hang on, gimmick. What's the ups and downs?
everything really.
No,
Here
tell me
and there,
tell me the last up and down.
Get rid of this bloody cold bug I've had for about a week. Some health issues.
What, a cold? A cold?
Yeah, some health issues. Nothing really too over the top. Just anxieties really. It is what it is. Gotta just.
Yeah. Well, physical ailments, that you've got no control over them. You have to grin and bear it and go to the doctors or whatever. I can just do whatever's, the most appropriate form of medication. But there's also, so how are you in spirit? Is your spirit strong?
Yeah, that's 100% kicking ass.
Yeah, well, I knew that about you, dude. I knew that about you.
On one mate up, with these lyrics, you don't know what the fuck I'm on about.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is
I know, mate. I get the same.
Captain Stammers. Enjoy it.
Yeah. Hey, listen, dude. I've got to fucking go for a minute. Well, I've got to go and close the hangout, basically. So it's been lovely. Been lovely. Be good. It's inside you all.